Hello, gorgeous old broad here with my beautiful birthday haul. And by beautiful, I'm really referring to my beautiful family and friends who gave me these lovely birthday gifts. I'm going to give you tell you about these, the order in which they were received, because some I received early. Back in late June, I was supposed to, oh, did I tell you what mask? It's Freeman's Beautiful. Apple cider vinegar 4-in-1 foaming clay. Ta-da! Mask, scrub, cleanser, and toner for radiant skin. It's one of these three-way things, I think, in as much as when you apply it, you could rub it in good and exfoliate, or you could simply use it as an exfoliant. And also, when you remove it, you scrub, and that's a second exfoliating. Plus, when it's drying, it's doing some magic. So, okay. Anyway, I was supposed to go to Cincinnati back in June to visit my friend Chris, but that did not work out, and he came and visited us instead. And basically what he did was he gave me money to spend on Sephora. So here is what I received from Chris. And I'll be putting a face on with this to show you, along with some other video that I tend not to do face of the day. I tend to do a video and show you my face of the day. And I'll be doing that soon. So there's that. Very excited about that. This seems to me to be a perfect fall palette. And then in July, my friend Ginger, who is a subscriber I met through my channel, her name is Ginger Tunstall. Many of you may know her. She may subscribe to a lot of you that are also YouTube gurus. I hate that. I hate that, even though I'm alleged, Anyway, Ginger got me hooked on a TV series and book series called Voyager. The first book was called Voyager. And so I saw the first and second seasons. It's all Ginger's fault. And this would not normally be my cuppa because it's an historical romance, and I don't care for romances. And it's got a little bit of kind of science fiction in that it's time travel, and I don't like science fiction. But you put those two things together, and a really, really fine writer writes them, and I am hooked. So I watched the first two. That's all there is. They are currently filming seasons 3 and 4. And so instead of reading book 1, because I started reading it and just couldn't really do it. So Ginger sent me the Kindle versions of books 3 and 4. And so I am currently about halfway through with book 3 right now. It's working out better than to go back for me and read 1 and 2. I will probably do that eventually. And I will try to insert photos of the covers of those books here. They're by Diana Gabaldon. And I recommend them. If you, I don't want to say that because I don't like that sort of thing in either case, but I'm liking it. Talk to your friends, see what they think. Okay, next, as you know, I have kind of two besties. I have my beloved Miss Perry. We've been friends since our radio days, and we were roommates, and we have stuck together like glue ever since. So I have a box here from Miss Perry. She sent me some Halloween nail wraps. I love Halloween, so these will definitely come in handy. She sent me another one of these, and heaven knows I can certainly use another one of these. I use it for cosmetics, not for jewelry. It can be used for either. She sent this amazing little thing. I've been waiting to show these to y'all while, you know, till before I put them where they belong. This apparently you can put on the side of your bed and put stuff in it. Well, apparently you put this up under the mattress, and then it has a space for a box of Kleenex, perhaps your remotes if you watch TV in the bedroom, say your iPad, and back here, say for whatever magazine or book you're reading. I tend not to do anything in bed but sleep. Therefore, I'm going to be putting mine next to my chair out in the living room. Perfect, perfect. And finally, she sent a package of this malic acid. Apparently, it's all kind of good for you, mixed in with, say, iced tea. But apparently also good with water, and putting on your face has anti-aging properties. I haven't completely read up on it yet, but I'm going to, and I will report back. Okay, next, from my other bestie, Richard Hamner, who lives out in Los Angeles and works for DreamWorks. I am so proud to say. He sent me, I loved this movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel, and he sent me the soundtrack. The music is so fabulous. Everything he got me, by the way, was on my Amazon wish list. Last year for Christmas, he'd sent me a box set of Garbo movies, but there was also this Garbo Silence, which was not included there. So that is 3 different Greta Garbo movies. This is kind of weird. I saw this movie a while back and fell so in love with it. I put it on my wish list. One of my favorite playwrights is Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen, and this is a movie version of his play The Enemy of the People, starring Steve McQueen, and it is absolutely the best acting I've ever seen him do, and possibly my favorite production I've ever seen of this play. And this is a movie I haven't seen but sounds so good to me. This is Michael Caine and Ben Kingsley, and this is a Blu-ray. It's called Without a Clue. And I had that on my wish list because as a Blu-ray, because in this particular case, the Blu-ray was as reasonably priced as the DVD, if I remember correctly. And then finally, I'm a huge, huge Breaking Bad fan, and I got a meth lab for my birthday, which you have to have seen Breaking Bad for that to make sense. Anyway, that will soon be going on my mantle, probably. Next, my dear roomie, Richard. Let's see, what did Richard give me? Richard gave me money. And I bought several items with that money. One of my favorite YouTube channels is a channel called Simon and Martina. Simon and Martina are Canadian. They're a married couple. I'd say they're probably in their late 20s. And they moved to Korea about 8 years ago to teach English, which they did for 2 years. And they started making videos of their life in Korea for their family and friends back home. And, you know, cross-cultural stuff. And then they started doing videos about K-pop. And after 2 years, Simon was able to quit teaching because they were doing so well with their channel financially. And after a 3rd year, Martina was able to quit teaching. And I'm saying 7 months ago, roughly, They moved, after 7 years in Korea, they moved to Japan. And I am what you would call a Japanophile. So I love their channel. I love seeing about their adventures in Japan. I don't know if I've ever mentioned, after I sort of got burned out on theater, I had the idea of moving to Japan to teach English. So I started working on a second master's degree in linguistics. I actually made up the English hours I was missing to have the equivalent of a bachelor's, then started working on the master's. And at the same time, I started studying Japanese at the Japan America Society in Houston. And then I met Richard and got married and didn't go to Japan, but I still love Japan. And wow, long story, right? Anyway, Simon and Martina's channel, it's called Simon and Martina, but one of their series is called Eat Your Sushi, which is sort of about life in Japan. But when they lived in Korea, it was called Eat Your Kimchi. And I managed to snag an Eat Your Kimchi tote bag off of eBay. So this is, you know, from when they still lived in Korea. This, let's see, up here is their dog Spudgy, and down here is their cat Memers, and I guess that's the skyline of Seoul up there. Anyway, I'm honored to have it. I just have to say, I'm a big fan. And on August 26th, a Funko Pop vinyl toy is going to be released. I think they're about 3 or 4 inches tall, of the character Alex DeLarge from A Clockwork Orange. And that's one thing I share with Bunny, is a huge love of the movie Clockwork Orange. And so I have ordered one of those for myself from the birthday money from Richard, which I have, I will send sort of photo of it since it won't be here for a while. Also from Richard, I popped into my local, what is that store called? Rue 21, and got a necklace that has some lovely stones on it. I'm still a hippie, what can I tell you? And this is a very Japanesey thing. This is a little holder for your antibacterial hand sanitizer, and it's yeah, it's like a little popsicle. I know. I haven't grown up yet. This is what comes of not having children. What can I tell you? And a new giant coffee cup with emojis all over it, because I need more large giant coffee cups. Okay, and then Mom gave me money. Thanks, Mom. And I decided to go to Goodwill. Now, I don't do, videos of my Goodwill. I tried to do one, but it was not as interesting as Susan's Little Poet. And my Goodwill never has as good stuff. But nevertheless, I will show you what I got from Mom's money. Nail polish. Yeah. Yeah. This looks like, to me, like it's a hand-blown ring. It's glass, at any rate. That was like $2. And I got some books. It's big, and I've never read it, but I really wanted to read it. This is Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. Probably loved by as many as it's hated by, but yeah, I'm going to dig into that probably over the winter. And this is the definitive biography that came out, I think is about between 3 and 5 years, of Chairman Mao. And this is another, you know, big honkin'. Obviously, I'll be doing this over the winter. Oh. And then I said I'm a Japanophile, but I've never gotten into manga, which are Japanese comic books. But recently I've sort of started watching some Japanese anime, which are, a lot of them are based on manga, but anyway, at any rate, it's animated movies. And so I thought I'd read a couple manga. In this case, they had volume 1 of a series called Fairy Tale. And this one seems to be a compilation. It looks like perhaps it was the other way around. It started as a movie maybe, and then they made a manga out of it. At any way, it looks like it's maybe not just one comic, but let's say greatest hits of Hatsune Miku. So I'll let you know. And finally, so Tom came over yesterday on my actual birthday. My friend Tom lives here in town and was really the first good friend I made in town outside the theater. Tom, I believe I've mentioned, is a Buddhist. He attends the Buddhist temple down in Tupelo. And this is a Chinese Buddhist temple, not Japanese Buddhist temple. Not that that's relevant. But like all my other friends, as you can see, Tom is very kind and thoughtful in his gift giving. He knows that my favorite painting is The Scream by Edvard Munch, you know. And he bought me a giant, obviously not the original painting, and it's not a print, and it's too big to hold up and show you because it's about, oh my gosh, let me just say it's bigger than 24 by 36. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it. I'm probably going to put it over there. I don't know. Anyway, but it's not a poster. It's, I think, what you call a glisse or gliche. I'm not sure. Glicee. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But anyway, it's like a print on a canvas. So that's, needless to say, really beautiful. And I was telling him about a guy who used to go to our church who had a Mont Blanc pen. He was like an accountant for Ashley Furniture, which is in Pontotoc, Mississippi, I believe. No, Ecru, Mississippi. Anyway, it's a big furniture manufacturing, and their color of their logo is orange, and orange is my favorite color. And this friend, or this guy who went to our church, had an orange Mont Blanc. And this was something that only higher up employees of Ashley Furniture had. And I think Mont Blanc pens are really beautiful, and orange is my favorite color, and I lusted after his Mont Blanc. Well, needless to say, I can't have one, and they don't make them for the general public, and if they did, I probably couldn't afford it anyway. But Tom found me a beautiful orange fountain pen that looks like a Mont Blanc, even though it isn't a Mont Blanc. So anyway, let me show it to you. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see, and very sturdy and very orange, and I love everything about it. And Monday, Richard and I are going to the VA in Memphis for his eye appointment, and I know a store up there that sells pens, so I'll be able to stop in and get some ink, because it's like a real, it's not even cartridges. I'm going to have to buy a bottle of ink, because see, it's got a bladder on it. So you stick that in, oops, sorry. Okay, imagine it's empty, right? You stick that in, and you go like that, and fill it with ink. So you see what I mean about being thoughtful and going out of your way to make me happy. It seems to me that all of my friends do that. And finally, there's a Chinese goddess, Kuan Yin, who I'm not Chinese or Buddhist, so I can't really tell you everything about her, but I do know that she keeps us safe. And I've been looking for Kuan Yins on eBay for a long time and just never quite been able to afford them. And Tom bought this from someone at his temple, and it's very old. Apparently they brought it from China when they left China. Tom said when he opened it was so old that incense dust fell out of it. So anyway, I now have a Kuan Yin, and it's probably incredibly valuable. Anyway, show it to you. So there's Kuan Yin in the middle, and over here is a Buddha. He told me which one. I can't remember which one, and he couldn't remember the name of this other goddess here with Kuan Yin. But anyway, I now have an actual Kuan Yin, and I'm putting her in there with the rest of my Asian art, and wow, what a birthday, huh? So I will be, as I said, putting up some photos of the stuff that I wasn't able to show you. And many of you have asked what Tom looks like. I'm going to go ahead and put up a photo of Tom so you can see him, because I haven't been able to get him in a video. So I'm going to go wash this off, and I will report back. Okay, I'm back. It says this cleansing multi-action foaming clay cleans, scrubs, tones, and absorbs oil, so even unruly skin behaves better than ever. Kaolin and bentonite clays clear out oils and debris from deep within pores. Pumice exfoliates to clear away dead skin cells, while apple cider vinegar tones for a radiant finish. Says you can use it as as a daily cleanser and scrub. Just massage it in and rinse well. To use as a mask and toner. Apply mask to face, neck, avoiding contact with eyes. Let dry and rinse with warm water. So see what I mean about it can do double duty. Like you can scrub it in and let it sit there. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Okay. In other words, don't rinse immediately. Okay, it doesn't smell like vinegar. It's just got a nice, slightly... Oh, great. Now it's not going to close. Seriously? There. Nice clay-like smell. It's hard to describe. All right. Yeah. I can see that deep cleansing pore action going on. I can see a lot of places I've missed, which is cool because I've got an oil treatment on my hair and I'm about to go right back in, so it'll all be coming out in the shower. Okay. Freeman is a cruelty-free, Freeman, Feeling Beautiful, a cruelty-free brand. This one is very nice. I think when I go through all the stuff I got to go through, this is probably one that I would repurchase. They're reasonably priced. You can get them probably at Whole Food stores, and you can certainly get it online. I think I got mine on Ulta, if memory serves. Okay, or on Vitacost. I don't know. Anyway, it's easy to find. Okay, that is it. Thank you for listening to my beautiful birthday haul. My friends are such beautiful people, and my mom is such a beautiful person, and I love them all and appreciate all their beautiful gifts, but I mainly appreciate them for being the kind and loving people that they are. And I love y'all too. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And go watch Cheryl's video, which will be going up approximately the same time as this one. She's the She calls herself the Goober, but I really think she's the guru and I'm the goober, but whatever. Go watch her. I'll list her video below. Love y'all. Bye.